Hello there. I've just been putting myself in the dark, so don't mind me. I am only Mr. Swizzo. And so what? Well, that means that you are looking into TC Muzique, and we are live tonight from the studios of the Minneapolis Telecommunications Network. Oh, I'm just quivering with excitement. Well, here we are proving how tough people really can be. And I suppose we're all tired of being asked why anyone would live up here. We're about to give you a little demonstration of why. There are so many reasons to be here. It just doesn't get this good elsewhere. All kinds of stuff continues to happen. Ongoing. We told you before, the Vivian Maier exhibit at the Minneapolis Photo Center, Out of the Shadows. Go look at those. They are important photographs. Also, in St. Paul, the newly returned Penumbra Theater is running until the 2nd of March. The Ballad of Emmett Till. Some of you are a little younger, and you need to look up Emmett Till. This is a story we should all pay some attention to. Ooh. The Brave New Workshops Downtown Theater presents Snowplow Named Desire. Dudley Riggs' grand behest to the Twin Cities, coming Friday to First Avenue. I don't know how we're going to decide on Friday. At First Avenue, it is Danger Mouse and James Mercer from the Shins in their collaborative effort known as Broken Bells. At the Belmore, just up the street, it is Richie Ramone. Yes, one of those Ramones. Ooh, and then Kurosawa Sans Samurai. Akira Kurosawa is the guy who made The Seven Samurai, who made Yojimbo, who made all of these great Japanese swordplay movies. They were only about this much of what he did do. So, at the Trilon on Friday, you get to see something different from Kurosawa. Saturday, back to First Avenue, it's the Sonics. You think you go back pretty far? The Sonics started punk rocking in 1965 in Tacoma. They return earlier in the day at the Theodore Wirth Park, something called the Sloppy Lopet. Look that one up. It might be fun if you're of a mind. Free First Saturday at the Walker, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's cartoons at the Arts Center. Saturday morning cartoons are not like some of us remember anymore. Oh, let's see. Sunday. I had to be reminded. Some of you are paying attention. It's Oscar night. And if you're not like some of us who are just going to stay home in our bathrobes, you could go to Oscar parties at the Muse Event Center if you want to dress up. And if you want to have a slightly more relaxed time, they're doing it at Brit's Pub as well. Monday at the Heights Theater, it is another evening of their pre-code Hollywood movies. In the 20s, it was decided that movies were getting a little too risque. So something called the Hays Office came up with a whole bunch of rules. But before that happened, they made some stuff it might be really fun for us to see even now. These are really cool things. Oh, yes. On the other hand, if you wait till Tuesday and go down to the women's club, you can see Bob Mould playing. He returns to town. Of course, you have to decide kind of between that. You might be able to do both. You might. At the Turf Club, it's Chibamato. And you know what? I think I kind of let it go there. That's just this much. There is so much that I can't hope to get it all in. You're going to have to do some homework on your own. Meanwhile, down by the lazy river, we got lucky again. And there are some questions I have to ask these guys. But him especially, always that guy. For right now, let's listen to some of the music of the legendary Percolators.
2, 1, 2, 3. Lies, you turn me to be true. Lies, lies, that's all I ever get from you. Tears, tears, get a million tears for you. Tears, tears, and now you're loving someone new. Someday I'm gonna be happy, but I don't know when just now. Lies, you're breaking my heart. You think that you're such a smart girl, and I'll believe what you say. But who do you think you are, girl, to lead me on this way? Hey, lies, lies, I can't believe a word you say. Lies, lies, they're gonna make you sad someday. Someday you're gonna be lonely, but you won't find me around. Lies, they're breaking my heart. Someday I'm gonna be happy, but I don't know when just now. Lies, they're breaking my heart. You think that you're such a smart girl, and I'll believe what you say. But who do you think you are, girl, to lead me on this way? Hey, lies, lies, yeah, baby, I can't believe a word you say. Lies, lies, they're gonna make you sad someday. Someday you're gonna be lonely, but you won't find me around. Lies, they're breaking my heart. Ooh, you're just a breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Baby, just a breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Ooh, you're just a breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart.
Hey, we are the Percolators, and we like to play around town. We like to play in bars. We like to say pubs and clubs and stuff like that. And we do mostly 60s rock and roll, but we try and get stuff all the way up to today. A little bit of country, a little bit of good stuff. This next one we're going to do, I will be singing, and it's a John Fogerty composition entitled Rock and Roll Girl. 2, 1, 2, ready. Sometimes I think life is like a rodeo. The trick is to ride and make it to the bell. But there is a place sweeter than you'll ever know. In music and love and the things you never tell. I said, hey, let's go all over the world. Rock and roll, girl. Rock and roll, girl. Ooh, ooh. Hey, let's go all over the world. Rock and roll, girl. Rock and roll, girl. Come on, Mark. My way, I'd shuffle out to Buffalo, and I'd sit by the lake and I'd watch the world go by. I'd just lie there in the sun and listen to the radio. I'd see the flowers on the sand and the rainbow in my eye. I said, hey, let's go all over the world. Rock and roll, girl. Rock and roll, girl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, let's go all over the world. Rock and roll, girl. Rock and roll, girl. Now, if there were a live studio audience, they'd be clapping like crazy right now, because we did just a fine job on that. Now, this is my pal Dave Elmire over here. He's going to sing a song that, depending upon what room we're playing, we either introduce it as an Elvis song or a Dwight Yoakam song. It works either way. It's entitled Little Sister. 2, 1, 2, ready. Little sister, don't you? Hey, little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Kiss me once or twice. Say it's very nice and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister does? Well, I dated your big sister and booked her to a show. I went for some candy, along came Jim Dandy and just walked right out the door. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice and then you run. Oh yeah. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister does? Well, every time I see your sister, she's with somebody new. She's mean and she's evil, like that old weevil. Guess I'll try my luck with you. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done?
to your toes. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice and then you run. Then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done?
Well done, David. Over here we have Mark Partridge. You want to talk now? I'd let you talk.
I could talk now.
You could.
I hope I could. But listen, I can talk all the time. This is part of the problems that we have with me. But sometimes you just got to live with problems. This is not a problem for you guys at all, is it?
No.
I got to love this. They have a whole lineup of purple cowbells.
We do.
And I bet that's just for crowd participation.
It is exactly that.
I can talk into this one too, can I?
Yeah, you can. I'm not sure.
All right,
usually Aaron can handle just about anything we throw at him, but there are ways that supposedly things are done, and sometimes I try to do them that way.
All right then.
Anyway, you're the guy who starts talking a lot, and I see fingers being pointed at him.
You.
How does this come to pass?
Well, I'm the one that makes the phone calls. I'm the one that writes the checks if there are any involved.
That's always a nice day, isn't it?
Of course, there aren't any checks involved tonight, but you know, I'm getting
this
a
is
great
why-
exposure.
This is why we are always so grateful. These people come in here and do this without us being able to pay them, and it's just really a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I didn't know that. What? Awkward moment.
Awkward moment. Well, usually it has something to do with my hearing, so don't trust anything based on that.
Understood.
So anyway, now who did Lies? That wasn't Castaways, was
Live
it?
was done by the Knickerbockers.
Okay.
Yes, Dave is our band historian.
Let me, cause I looked at this set list. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dave.
Hello.
And he has this is a bass guitar. Some of you have never seen a real one. This is one of those. It says Fender on it. It has 4 strings. This is the
important strings.
Indeed they are, in spite of what some people say about bass players. Anyway, I got to look at this set list, and I went down it, and I said, Lies, is that the Lies I'm thinking of? And it was. It's not the Thompson Twins, although I kind of like that one too. And there's Runaway down here. There's White Room. We have all of this stuff yet to come.
They're all David.
Spirit.
Spirit.
I love you guys. This is all. I mean, you must have a real blast figuring out these songs and actually getting up to play them.
I do. But I'm not the band historian.
Ah.
Hans has led you astray.
I lead a lot of people astray.
And I am indeed so easily led, after all. Who would be the band historian?
Well, I'm the one who does what he's told. Hans would be the band historian.
The fingers all come back to me eventually. Surprising which finger it is sometimes.
Oh my, yes. But how long have the fingers been pointing there, in spite of which one it is? You guys have managed this for a little while, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, geez. How long?
How old is Evan now?
Oh, exactly. 21 years.
And Evan would be?
My son. And
And when we get to this age, we have to have sort of a signpost like that, don't
It's
we?
kind of like the right after he was born, we went and recorded some stuff, so that had to be the date. So it's easy to peg it.
21 years ago, when recording was a real thing.
Of course, I was only 18 when he was my son, so I mean it's not that far along.
I knew a guy many years ago who said, "I'm going to start my family as soon as I possibly can, so my son and I can grow up together."
It's a good plan.
You know, I lost track of both of them, so I'm sure they are well, and we can only hope for the best. That means 21 years as the Percolators?
Well, we started out as the June Bugs, and my wife thought that was a bad name because it sounded like something you would scrape off your window. For a while, we were called Impulse based on my personality type, and then one day the name Percolators came into view, and I just thought, it's kind of bubbly, kind of stimulating, kind of old-fashioned, and it stuck. Actually, the full name of the band is the Legendary Percolators.
Indeed. I was in a band once and the guy that led that one around had to explain to everybody that From New York was the introductory section of the band name. Yes. It didn't mean we were from New York.
Yes.
So, was there a different bent to this band when you all began, or has it always been our favorite hits?
Our hair was thicker and darker, but the bent was the same.
All right. So you've been having this kind of fun for two decades?
We've learned to feed off each other and kind of read each other's minds more. We've started practicing a little more often now that the kids are grown up. So
good for you, because some of us practice less as time goes by, and I am so proud of you for this.
Yes. But we have a lot of fun with it. We really enjoy singing together. We really enjoy playing together, and it's a kind of a two-way thing. We like to feed off of the audience when there is one, and it's magic,
That has always been my experience, and isn't that the reason that
Absolutely.
I think that's the reason that the best people do this sort of thing, is that it's really a gas watching them and having them watch you, and at its best it starts feeding both ways.
There's a kind of a magic moment when you're playing a slow dance. For instance, when you're just about to finish the song My Girl, and you just stop for a minute and let all the couples smooch a little bit before you call the next tune. That's the whole point of it.
And you know enough to do that. That's one of those wisdoms that people get with a little bit of age, I think.
Or even a lot of age.
We won't measure amounts, okay? I see this marvelous sign somewhere. Was it on the front? Your daughters are safe with us. Yes. Tell us all about that. And where might somebody with their daughters come to see the Percolators?
Well, if you go to our website, there's this big long list on there. And if you come to our gig, I would hand out a schedule. Best thing to do is to go to the website, which is Percolatorsband.com, just all one word. You can also go to Percolatorsband.com because people often spell it wrong. And
so you got both domains?
Yes. Well, there's way too many other bands called the Percolators out there. I figured I was really lucky to get Percolators Band. So,
I've been in this situation. Gee, we should come up with a new band name. Yes. No matter what your new band name is, there are three more somewhere. And one of them is in Ireland.
One in New York, one in New Orleans, and one on the West Coast somewhere.
Yes. It's so disappointing, but it is so wonderful to have you guys here. You recorded 20 years ago. Do you still record?
Actually, I had those songs that were old enough to drink as the soundtrack on our website, and I finally thought, maybe we should put some fresh audio up on the website. So we just recorded something a couple months ago, and now there's 14 fresh tracks up on the website, including one of the songs we're doing tonight. White Room is up there. And in fact, Rock and Roll Girl, I think, is the first one out of the pipe. So
Nice. Heavens, I don't know. Is there anything else that you truly need to say to the folks out in MTM land?
We work cheap. We don't drink too much. We show up on time usually. And we get in, do the job, and get out quick if you're running a bar.
And your daughters are safe.
And your daughters are safe with us. Yes, we love to play wedding dances too. We like to play for private parties, and we like to cater to, we will learn one song to order if you have a wedding dance. And we usually have a guest microphone set up there. It can be either for the best man or for musicians or just people who like to talk, like Dr. Swizzo here. Are you just Mr. or are you Dr. Swizzo?
I am Mr. Swizzo.
Sorry.
As lighting director, I am Dr. J.
I see.
Yes, the multiple personalities difficulty rears its head once more. But, as I tell people so many times, TC Muzique is all about the music. So here, every Thursday night, and any old time at tcmusique.org, you may come view and hear the music. May we right now hear some more of the music of the Percolators?
Yes, I think we're going to let Mark sing one now. It's a pretty song, gets us a lot of chance to sing harmony. It's an old Eagles song. You will know what it is. Actually, I could tell my story about when the Eagles first came on the radio, and I thought, the Eagles, what an obvious name, and Take It Easy, what an obvious hook. How long can these guys last,
How'd that work out?
Moving right along.
Yeah,
2, 1, 2, 3.
I like the way a sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown. And I'd like to sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a million stars all around. 'Cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground. I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Oh, but she can't take you anywhere. You don't already know how to go. 'Cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground.
I may know you as a lover and friend. This voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again. 'Cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing. I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing on the ground. Whoa,
Well done, Mark. So the next song we're going to do was done by a band called King Harvest. How many of you remember King Harvest? That's about how many hands I usually see. And I know we're going to run out of time. That's why I'm talking fast. The song is entitled Dancing in the Moonlight, and it starts with this great intro from my friend Mark over here on the lead guitar.
Yes, it does.
We get it almost every night. When that old moon gets so big and bright, it's a supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark, they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep things light. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and right. It's such a fine natural sight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. We like our fun, we never fight. You can't dance and stay uptight. It's a supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine natural sight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep things light. Everybody dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moon. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine natural sight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. Yeah. Okay, and once again, depending upon what room we're playing, we either introduce this song as a Del Shannon song, or a Bonnie Raitt song. It was first done by Del Shannon. So we want you to imagine the organ solo in the middle. 1, 2, ready, go.
As I walk along, I wonder what went on without a love that was so strong. And as I still walk on, I think of things we done together while our hearts were young. I'm walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel the pain, wishing you were here by me. You ain't this misery and I wonder, oh why, wonder, baby. Ooh, oh why, you went away and I wonder if you will stay, yeah, my little runaway. I'm walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel the pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, oh why, wonder, baby. Ooh, why, oh why, you went away and I wonder if you will stay, yeah, my little runaway. Ooh yeah, run away, run away. Oh no, run away, run away.
Yeah. Well, we're going to give Mark another workout right here. This is a song by the Allman Brothers. And it actually, there's some historical references to Mark's family history that...
It's kind of sad, but it ends well.
Yep. Shall I count it, sir? 1, 2, ready, go.
Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. When it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. My father was a gambler down in Georgia. He wound up on the wrong end of a gun. And I was born in the backseat of the high bus, rolling down Highway 41. Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. When it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand
I was born a rambling man. Morning, leaving out in Nashville, Tennessee. I was having a good time down on the bayou alone. Delta women think the world of me. Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. When it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand. And I was born a rambling man. Lord, 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 I was born a rambling man.
Hey, that was Mark Partridge on the lead guitar. How does he do it? He's amazing. And he never do his hands leave his sleeves. So much more to say. Now, what do you think? Should we do Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? Or should we do White Room? I think we should do White Room, Dave. What do you think? I already told my story about Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow. So we want you all to just stop right now and smooch. Thank you. Now we can do White Room. But I have to get my cheat sheet, so don't start it yet. 2, 3, 4.
Black curtains near the station, black roof country, noble pavement, tired starlings, silver horses ran down moonbeams in her dark eyes. Starlight smiles on your leaving, my contentment.
Wait in this place where the sun never shines. Wait in this place where the shadows run from themselves.
You said no strings could secure you at the station. Platform ticket, restless diesels, goodbye windows. I walked into such a sad time at the station. As I walked out, felt my own needs just beginning.
I wait in the queue when the train come back, lie with you where the shadows run from themselves.
At the party, she was kindness in the hard crowd. Consolation for an old wound now forgotten. Yellow tigers crouched in jungles in her dark eyes. She's just stressing goodbye windows, tired starling. Asleep in this place with the lonely crowd, lie in the dark where the shadows run from themselves.
You could stop and smooch again right here if you wanted.
That happens a lot.
Yeah. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. Well, let's see. I think now is the time to do Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? We're going to go from the sublime to the totally sweet stuff. This is a song written by Carole King, done by the Shirelles. Always a pretty tune. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tonight you're mine. I'm doing Shirelles, aren't you? I guess we'll do Let It Be Me.
Let it be me.
He does what he's told.
Don't take this heaven from one. If you must cling to someone now and forever, let it be me.
You'll never get a DJ to do that. No, sir.
Each time we meet, love, I find complete love. Without your sweet love, what would life be? So never leave me lonely. Tell me you love me only, and that you'll always let it be me. So never leave me lonely. Tell me you love me only, and that you'll always let it be me. Now and forever, let it be me.
In Dave's defense, that is the song that was on the list, and I went off the list, so. Do you even know what happened? All right, then. I think we should feel a whole lot better. Mark, what do you think? This is a song by the Byrds, And this is like, the Byrds sort of defined what 60s harmony was like there for a while, before the Crosby, Stills and Nash came on. Actually, the Hollies did a pretty good job too. The Reason Why.
The reason why, well, I can't say. I gotta let you go, babe, and run away after what you did. Well, I can't stay on, and I'll probably feel a whole lot better when you're gone. Baby, for a long time, you had me believe, that your love was on mine. That's the way it would be. But I didn't know that you were putting me on. And I'll probably feel a whole lot better when you're gone. Oh, when you're gone. Now I gotta say that it's not like before, and I'm not gonna play your games anymore. After what you did, well, I can't stay on, and I'll probably feel a whole lot better when you're gone. Oh, when you're gone. Oh, when you're gone. Oh, when you're gone.
Dynamite.
Thank you.
Well, some of you might be old enough to remember a band called Spirit. And it was a really hot band. The lead player's name was Randy California, and he had his dad playing drums, Ed Cassidy, not Butch Cassidy. And he had concert bass drums on each side that he would play. And man, he was a showman par excellence, and they were a fine band, and they wrote some really cool songs, and this is one of them. And I think if I'm reading this correctly, we play this in B, as in boy. Does that sound correct?
Sounds pretty correct.
2, 1, 2, 3. Let me take you, baby, down to the riverbed. Got to tell you something, go right to your head. I got a line on you. I got a line on you, babe. I got a line on you. I got a line on you, babe. Listen up, folks. Gotta put your arms around me, every little bit of your love. If you know what to do, I'll make love to you. If we get through our lines, we'll get through these times. I got a line on you. I got a line on you, baby. Have I got a line on you? I got a line on you, baby.
I got a line on you, baby.
Hey, winter's almost over, so she's coming on strong. I can love you, love you, love you, love you all year long.
And I got a line on you.
I got a line on you, baby.
And I got a line on you.
I got a line on you, baby. I got a line on you. I got a line on you, baby.
And I got a line on you.
I got a line on you, baby. I knew we could have kept it going, but I had to do that cool ending. I know we only have 20 seconds to fill, so hi, Mom. This is Dave Elmere. This is Mark Partridge. I am Hans Gasterland. Together we are the Percolators at percolatorsband.com, and we would love to see you come out to a gig. Free drink if you wear a bike helmet.
Explain that.